Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as your guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Got to be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. For the bench. 58 to Mike. Check 50.
Handoff looking right. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there. Nice explosive run.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch twist.
Now they try to right side here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Gonna give this time to Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 53. Mike's 59. I know he ain't got it. Hey, you just quickly. You got it.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of venture card.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That Q stuff ain't working.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. It's got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Their Ballhawks last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they said, the previous week, you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
70.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll drop the throw. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Break. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, here's Breeden. Pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. And that will be intercepted. Picked up by Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run it now in the gun. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing something, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Huh, 6, wait. No, off.
Now a handoff here to the running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and throw forward Johnson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Match up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And Thomas has it. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they were getting involved early. They're doubling down and getting involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Breida. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good position, and it's picked up. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 99, Jill. Let's go. Check.
And he gives this time to the tailback. And he'll be hit and drop for a loss at the 5-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Johnson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves. Right there. I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing. Because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll toss it to Breida. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the clip a few times and get out there.
We have indeed. Steps away to his right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know what I do in this league? If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense has an elite receiver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as we'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because for here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. He's got man-to-man coverage. I hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
31's the mic. Come to my work. Spike.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up the throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it's a fastball to sit otherwise. And that was not a shot at 3.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to see.
Third target, and he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. He's in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Come on, set. Right there. Oh, you got deep? Sponge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal from inside the 5. And again this time the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 6-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be fair, they got to feel pretty grateful to be clean there.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far is a field goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, rock it. Hey, Haywood, step.
Now back to Crow. There's Crow on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Joe Williams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yeah, he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the defense coach, that quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor his offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right?
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field. Goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This one is right down the middle. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time for the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how the team will decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense making great plays, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Allen to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Come, baby.
Now this time they look to throw. to Breida. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up the throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Come on, set.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That's correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready?
Now on 3rd down, they'll look to throw. Receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roll.
Check number 19. Check number
Topper!
31's the mic. Let's go one more. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the foot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They didn't really make a field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they're going to make sure they load him up because he's up for that.
Well, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been demanding. Going to give this time to the tailback. Across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Check 26,
And let's see
check
what
26.
they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 41. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ready, 59. Go. All day, just like that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 down on first and 10. Now Cook right. And room there to work it inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Put him on the buses.
And again, this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's third and inches.
Watch the boot. Kill.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. Great effort there. With time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score. It'll be time, so you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, they better come back in there and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Coming this way. Here we go.
He looked to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. So they're able to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you have to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they got to cover well and make sure they don't get in the range and put one through the post.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside